Hey guys. I lost a friend today. It's a Friday evening. Those of you who are here, can you hear me? There's 9 of you guys here, 13 of you guys here. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me, please? 15. Someone just say, yeah, you can hear me, or no, you can't. Is the reception okay? I'm so sorry, I'm really sad right now. It keeps saying, reconnecting. Oh wow. Hold on guys. I didn't think I was gonna cry this much. So I'm just gonna take a moment to reconnect the modem, pull it out, and reconnect me, because I don't know. I didn't think I was gonna break down this much. Well, I lost a friend today. Oh, this is not about me, so I don't even want to cry, but whew, I don't know if I should reconnect my modem. As I really want what I have to say, I really want you guys to hear me. And I really want it to be said. Whew. Is it good reception? Because if it's not good reception, I'm going to turn off this video. I don't want any jumping. I'm going to reset this phone. And I'm going to reset my modem. Because I really want this video. Hold on. It just said reconnecting again. And you know what? Maybe I just need to sit still and stop going on. Why I'm so upset. And I didn't even realize I was going to cry this much. You know? I lost. So I'm going to get myself together. I don't know. I turned the video off for quite a while and now I'm turning it back on again. I don't know. James is with us. If that's what's happening right now, I gotta tell you, this is like kind of cool. But I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to stop this video and start it again. I don't know. You guys let me know. Because all of a sudden I went to go on YouTube live and it asked me if I wanted to resume. No, I see there's 8 of you watching, so I guess I will resume. There's 10 of you, so I'll resume this same video. 11 now. You guys, I didn't think I didn't think I was gonna make a video where I was crying to the world. But I tried to like, hold it down and cut the video out because everything was cutting out anyway. It kept saying reconnecting and the internet connection was not good. So I restarted the video now, and then it said, do I want to resume? So you guys tell me, is the internet connection good? Oh my gosh, I'm trying so hard to hold it down. Wow, the same messages are here from when I turned off the video. Like, I think I turned the video off for about, I even turned the internet off. I even turned off the modem. And I just feel like James is with us. He must be with us because I turned off the modem. I plugged it out of the wall. And I turned off my cell phone and I restarted my cell phone. And I even had to put the code in for my cell phone and everything. I had to plug the modem back in. And then it asked me if I wanted to resume the video. So I just see that as very spiritual because that never happened before. Usually I have to start a whole other second video. I'm sorry guys, I'm just beside myself. I lost somebody very special to me today. I just want to say thank you, first of all, to the first person who contacted me about this. And her name is Jay Roberts. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Jay and James knew each other very well. They used to live together in the same apartment building just off of Pedro Clasante in El Bate. And they just were cool, and he was very good friends with Jay's boyfriend, there's just so much history. I just have to tell you that she contacted me today. She called me, and thank you, Jay. I'm beside myself right now. I've heard of so many deaths since I've been here. I've heard of a lot of deaths since I've been here. And this is the one that is really close to me. I didn't think I was gonna cry like this, but I share everything else with you guys. Why shouldn't I share this with you? This guy was like my brother, and he loved Noche. Noche, my dog. For those of you who may be watching my videos for the first time ever, and you're like looking up the Dominican Republic and you see this woman crying, I apologize. But then I don't, because this is a place where I love it. And I'm crying right now over a man that I've only known for 2.5 years. And he's been like my brother. Noche loves him. He loves Noche. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna do a really special video about him. I'm gonna get my friend Garrett to put a whole compilation video together for this man. He's probably one of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. And being here in the Dominican Republic as an expat, he's an expat. He was an expat as well. It's okay. Let me just back up. His name's James Barrett, and today he died early this morning on a boating accident. And he was on a boat with him and a couple of his friends. I'm not quite sure how many. I just know 2 for sure, maybe more. I don't know, but I know one is also my friend he was on the boat with, and my friend told me afterwards, when Jay told me about it. I was home today when Jay told me about it, Jay Roberts. She told me about it, and she called me on not WhatsApp, she called me on Facebook Messenger, and she called and So I answered and I'm like, hey, what's up? Usually she'll just leave me a message or whatever, you know? But I saw she was calling me and I'm like, okay, this is different. So I answered. It was a little bit of a rainy day, you know, and so I decided I wasn't gonna go anywhere, you know, just that type of day. So I answered the phone and I'm like, hey, what's up? And she's like, hey, Cerise, I just want to let you know. And she's like, James, you know James? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, James Barrett? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, he passed. And I was like, no, really? Really? And it triggered, but it didn't hit me. But like we were so close. I lived upstairs, he lived downstairs in the same apartment building for 3 months, but I knew him a longer time before I even lived above him. Sosua is a very small place. Sosua is a very tiny place. And I oh, James was so special to me. He was a friend, a real friend. And you know, where I live in the Dominican Republic is in Sosua, but there's a lot of expats, people who move here from around the world, and they live here. And he was a person who was living here. He lived here. Everybody knows James. James was more than a friend to me. He was like a brother, you know? It's, for me, cliche to say, if you hear me say brother from another mother, you know that person is really a brother from another mother. You know, I really respect that person because I come from a huge family and I have so many cousins and so many aunts and so many uncles, and I don't need more family at all. But if I call somebody someone special like that, they're special like that. And he just was that type of guy. When I moved above him, right? We knew each other before I moved above him. And I moved above him, and he loved Noche. When I first got Noche, she was like this small. And he said to me, I don't think she's going to be a small dog, but I think you got her a little too small. I think she's smaller than, I don't think she's 6 or 7 weeks. I think she's about 5 weeks or 4 weeks, Cerise. And I'm like, no, 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 no. We'll have to see. And he was like, okay, we'll see. And she was like a little package, you know, and she wasn't even pooing. And then I had to teach her how to poo. And because I was worried she wasn't pooing, but she wasn't even at the age. And he was right. She was too early to give away. And I bought Noche, for those of you who don't know, I bought Noche here on the side of the road on Highway 5, close to Super Pola. And I don't know, it was just like this man was like magic. He was just, he knew she was too young and he loved her from the beginning. And he was like, hey girl. That's what he called her, hey girl, all the time. Here she is, she's barking. You hear her barking? She's out on the terrace right now. I put her out on the terrace and also Hero because I'm crying, and they're not used to it. And so they started to kind of react to it and like play fight together. And because they're like, whoa, what's going on with mom? Right? So it's new to them, right? So I put them out on the balcony for a minute on the terrace, and he loved Noche. I'm going to put that in a snippet of a video that I'm going to get My friend, Pinnacle Images, Garrett, he's going to put it together. Please check out Garrett, Pinnacle Images. He's been doing a lot of videos here as well in Sosua, a lot of useful videos. Check him out, he has a great channel. But I haven't even spoken to him about this yet. I will, I know it won't be a problem. And I want to put in a compilation package kind of thing. I don't know if I'm even saying it right, but I want to put in a lot of footage about this man in one video. I wasn't expecting to do a video and just cry. I just want to check some of these messages right now. Oh, I should reset it again. Todd Jones, my friend James was a real good friend to all. Yes. I have seen this brother online. Frey. You know what, guys? I want to read the messages, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm not into it, and I love all your messages. You guys know that. It's actually why I do the live tears. But I just want to say, woosah, you know, let me just calm down. I was trying to do that before I made this video, but now I'm calming down. Shoot, man. So he was fishing today, and he was with his friends, and a wave came, and then another wave came, and he was on the boat, and he went over the rocks. And I heard that he drowned, but I heard a couple of stories. One, he hit his head on the rocks, and then another one, he drowned. So it could be both. I don't really know what's going on, but I'm going to get the whole story together, and I'll let you guys know. But wow, man, I just want to say, here in the Dominican Republic, when we come together as a family and we come together as one and we're expats, we never know who we're going to lose at what time. And recently, I have heard about so many people dying for so many different reasons. Someone died of a heart attack. Someone died of recently, just on, I think it was Sunday, a moto accident. I think his name was Helicopter Allen. I heard his name was Helicopter Allen. I still haven't seen a photo of him. I don't know if I know him, but he died, and he was on his way home from Cabarete. That's what it was. It was Sunday for sure. I remember now, because Same Jay told me. She's like, somebody passed on Cerise. And I was like, really? And she told me, Alan, do you know him? And she thought it was somebody else who I knew. And I said, no, it's different Alan. And she said, okay. And then I spoke to somebody else, Victoria, and Victoria Beauchamp said to me, no, Cerise, his name is, like, I said, do I know? I said, did you hear about this guy who died? And she said, yes, his name is Helicopter Allen. And I said, okay. And that's how I know. So rest in peace, Alan, because he was on his way home from Cabarete on Sunday. And so was I on my way home from Cabarete on Sunday. And if I see a picture of him, I'll know who he is. Maybe he was at Goddess Lounge singing karaoke the same night I was with everybody else, you know? And then today, I hear that my buddy, my brother, passes on. There's a lot of deaths happening right now. And there's other deaths I heard of, like not even months, just weeks before that and weeks before that. And anyone who's watching this right now, or who is going to watch this from Sosua or wherever, the dogs are scratching to get in, or from wherever here in the Dominican Republic, like in the North Coast, you know what I'm talking about. So many people are passing away. It's like the biblical days where it said, you know, the person to your left, the person to your right are just going to be plucked away. They're just going to disappear. And everyone is. And it's not for coronavirus. It's not for that. It's just these freak accidents. It's these different things that didn't happen in the um, and the speed that it happened before. You know, like now it just seems like it's a multitude of people. We're hearing all the time that something is going on, and you know, I'm hearing it all the time, and I'm so tough. I'm so tough. You know, I'm strong, but it doesn't mean I'm weak because I'm crying over my friend. Wow. I came here and I didn't think I was going to meet anyone that reminds me of my family. This man reminded me of my family, you know? He reminded me of like my brothers, my sisters, my mom, my dad, my uncles, my aunts, like Nova Scotians. For those of you who really are Canadian and you might be from down east, you know, like he's like that type of vibe. You know, we spoke like hours upon end. I know so much private stuff about him, and he was such an interesting man that I asked a lot of questions and I didn't talk a lot about myself to him. I'm a person that always talks about myself. I'm always telling everyone, you know, this, that, and that, you know. But this, that, and the other, I don't think he knows about me. But I know so much about him. When he was on the road, traveling, as a musician, a very popular musician, you know, very just such a sweet soul. James Barrett. Guys, I've heard about a lot of deaths lately. And being here in just 2.5 years, I experienced a lot more deaths than I did in Canada of people who I know. And it's just because it's a smaller place, I guess, right? But I don't know. Like, I don't know. Are people coming here to live out their last kind of breath, their last lives? Or is it that, you know, I don't know. I just been hearing about a lot of deaths here. And I just want to say blessings to everybody out there. I don't know what's going on right now in the world. I really don't. But I think we all need to just stand by and hold our corner and just kind of look at the world and analyze where you are in it. I don't know. Everything is just, you know. But I am going to do a very good, beautiful video of James Barrett, and like video, like pictures, and I have one video of him where I'm videoing like this apartment building. You guys know how I do videos of like apartments and stuff like that. So I'm going through this one apartment video, and I'm showing it, and then I'm like, oh, and look, and he lived there. And so I'm like, and look, we have people who watch your animals, and you know, I was just like, it was a really nice video, and it was funny, and he's just so special. I see a comment here. Brother from another mother, I remember when you and James hold on one second. Thank you, brother from another mother. For those of you who don't know, we have a core group of people that come in all the time. And brother from another mother is one of the people that come in all the time. And when he comes in, he stays for a week or 2 weeks, usually 3 weeks sometimes. And we all know each other. Brother from another mother is really who he is. He's a brother that comes here and from another mother, and he is my brother from another mother, and everyone else here that we have a lot of the same, but we spent time together at karaoke one night, or when James was performing one night at Plan B. So anyway, brother from another mother said, I remember when you and James were neighbors in the same housing complex. I'm glad I was able to film him and his group at Plan B. Rest in peace, James. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you, brother from another mother. Brother from another mother, actually, a lot of you guys come to Sosua and you might just think it's a vacation place or something like that, or it's not. A lot of us vloggers or a lot of viewers that come here, they become our friends. You guys become our friends. A lot of you guys watching this, you already know you're my peoples. You already know you're my family. Just like brother from another mother. And, you know, we were together one time recently, just a couple of months ago, when another one of my friends died, Sean. And we were like going apartment hunting for Sean. Sean died here, and he had a Pasola accident like maybe just 2 months ago, and he died. I got an apartment for him twice. And brother from another mother and me and Sean and a few other people, all of us were just kind of having fun, and we were going from apartment to apartment showing Sean different apartments that he might like. And he liked one of them and he chose it, and he was only in it for 2 days. He was only in the apartment for 2 days before he died. And this was only like July, August, September, October, November, maybe 4 months. Maybe 4 months, 2 months. I don't remember the months. I keep saying 2 months or 1 month or whatever because I lose track of the months here. Every month just seems like summer lately. It's not like anyway. Sean just died, and I made a video about him, and that really rocked my world. That really rocked me. But, you know, he was special to me too. But, and there's no but, however, I don't know, just James and I spent so much time together here and shared so much together. And he visited me in Cabarete. He used to come upstairs to my apartment when I lived on top and he lived on the bottom. He used to come upstairs with so much good food for Noche, because there was things he just couldn't eat, like he didn't want to eat after 2 days, chicken or pork or whatever. He would buy it and then he's like, oh, I don't want this anymore. Wow, sorry. And he would bring it upstairs. And Noche knew as soon as she heard that knock on the door. She knew, and she'd get all happy. And then I opened the door and he would say to her, hey girl, you know I got something for you, girl. And she would be all happy. She has no tail, but her whole body wagged like it was a whole tail from the head to the back. to the feet, to the toes, all her paws, and everything. You could just look at her. Here she is banging on the window because she can hear me crying, but I know if I let the dogs in right now, they'll make a lot of noise and distraction. And I just want to get this out freely, and I can't believe I'm crying like this because I never have cried in front of people before, but I feel so free. And I guess because I have people watching who I know love me and I love, like brother from another mother. Thank you for your comment, because you know it's been we've only known each other too for like 2 years as well, right? You are the same as these other two guys I was talking about, James Barrett and Sean Williams. Like, we're all family here. When we come and we get close, we really do. And you're close to me like them. So now I'm breaking out in tears again, so. But James would bring up food for Noche, and Noche knew she was gonna get some good stuff, because he used to have some, he'd cook, or he'd have someone come over and cook for him, like some really beautiful women that his friends at the time or whatever, It's all good. And Gus really loved James as well. Gus, that used to have a restaurant across from, Plan B. Him and James were real tight. Gus started to go through some health problems, and James was so worried about him. James said to me, Cerise, whenever you're going down the street, make sure you check on Gus. Gus getting old and he's a little sick. And I said, okay, always. And I do. And I see Gus all the time. That's a whole other different story that I don't want to get into. But James came to me and he said to me, Cerise, we were all in Cabarete at Goddess Lounge, a whole bunch of us, one time. And he came with two friends. And the two friends I'm not going to name. But he came to Goddess Lounge with two friends for Wing Wednesday. And then on his way home, he had a brand new moto. And on his way home, he had a moto accident. But he didn't die. He scraped himself all up everywhere. And he didn't tell me what he did. Now, he did send me like a list of people, an emergency list. And he got a new cell phone. And I'm just jumping ahead of myself right now because there's just so many things coming into my head, right? But he got into a motor accident. I don't know when he had it, but I don't know if he sent me this list before he got into the motor accident or after. But he sent me this list of people, 4 people, his son, his daughter, his sister, his brother. And he said, this is my emergency contact list. And these are the people you contact in case of emergency. And I said, okay. And that was it. I saw him about 3 months ago when I was in Cabarete, living in Cabarete. And it's probably the longest that I've gone without seeing him, because I always see him all the time. And he came to my apartment and we just were talking. And then I looked at him and I was like, what's that? I looked at something like a scrape on his arm, and I'm like, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's a scrape. And I'm like, from what? And he's like, moto accident. I said, when did you have this moto accident? Like, I didn't, how come I didn't hear about this? And he's like, oh, it was when we had that Wing Wednesday, like 4 weeks ago or whatever, And I was like, what? Or it could even have been 2 months before that. I don't remember clearly. And I said, what? Now, I don't remember if he sent me the emergency list before the accident or after. All I know is I had the emergency list. And today, his son already found out about everything. I didn't have to contact his son about the emergency. But I did contact his son because he was the one on the list. And I contacted his son, Sam, and I just sent him a couple of photos. And I sent him the emergency list that his dad sent me. But before that, I said to him in a voice note, I said, hi, my name is Cerise. And I just want to say to you that, and I just want to send my condolences to you. I hope you don't mind that I'm reaching out to you in this format. And it's like WhatsApp format. And he said, no, I don't mind at all. When he got back, he said, I met you before. And I was like, yes, I know. We met at Gus's. We met at a restaurant over here in Sosua and Albate on Pedro Clasante at Captain's Table. And he said, yeah. And we spoke for like maybe about 20 minutes and reminisced, and it was really nice. And he said, my dad spoke about you before, and it was really nice. And I'm laughing because he said a couple of things that his dad said about me, and then I said a couple of things about his dad, and so we had that friendship, love back and forth. Hold on, guys, shh. It's the first time I put them out. You can hear them crying probably, right? I'm gonna go grab them in a second. But I just want to say, James and I, James and I were very close, tight. Oh my gosh, we spoke about everything. James spoke to me about his family. James spoke to me about his early music days. He spoke to me about when he went to Canada and he was like traveling through Canada as a musician. He spoke to me about his grandchildren, his granddaughter, who's like a musician just like him. It's Sam's daughter. So like there's family that I haven't even met about that belong to James, and I just feel like I know. We've had some tight-knit conversations. It's almost like sailors on a boat, and I think that's what expats are here. We are all like sailors on a boat, like we're all people from different ports, and we're all on one ship, and this is like a ship on an island, and we all come together. And he was a brother, like a sailor. Okay, enough. I'm just gonna close out, unless I'm gonna read just to see if there's any other comments from anyone that knows him. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your loss. C. Chisel, do you know him? Sylvain, thank you. A. Daniel, thank you. Mohammed, thank you. F. 311, thank you. Brother from another mother, you made me cry, bro. Frey, rest in peace. Yes, is this Frey that I know? Original mindset. He was young. He was, I think, 64. I'm not sure, but he went out on the water tonight, and early this morning, and he was with a couple of friends, like 2 friends that I know of, Constantine and, I don't even want to say names. That's nobody's names. I don't want to say names. But he had 2 close friends, and Travis, Constantine and Travis. I might as well say it because they're his good friends and they love him very much, and I would love to put them in the tribute. It's just that I'm a confidential person. I don't want to say much, But these guys are really great guys, and I know they would have looked out for him. And I just want to say, I don't think it was negligence on anyone else's behalf. It was a really clear thing that happened. Wave came, and I don't know, I wasn't there, but I just have to say that by the story, what I hear, the wave came, and he was at part of the boat where he should, like, where he could have gotten pushed over really quickly. And another wave came and then pushed him over. And he was fishing. When I was speaking to his son today, because I messaged his son and I said, I know you already heard about your dad, and but I just want to say that my condolences. And then his son called me right away, and his son said, Cerise, my dad spoke about you. I heard your name, and I met you before, and I know that you're good people and kind of thing, and he's good people too. And it was just amazing to speak to somebody else that is an extension of a brother from another mother. Here, when you move here, or when you move anywhere that's not a part of you, or where your original country is from, and you meet different people from all around the world, and then those people become your family, and one of them pass on, and then you meet the extension of their family, it's always like an added beauty, I would say. And his son and I connected completely, immediately. We were just like family immediately, and and I just treasure that. And I just want to say, Sosua is a very special place. Sosua, the Dominican Republic, it's a very special place. And I would like to say that I know James died doing something he loved. I said to his son today, I said, well, he died in a place where he loves, the Dominican Republic. And his son said to me, absolutely, Cerise. And not only that, everybody thinks my dad is only a musician. This is what he said to me. Everybody thinks his dad is only a musician. However, he is also a fisherman. And it's one of the things that he loved best and probably most. And I was like, really? I didn't know your dad loved to fish at all. And he's like, yes, he did. So not only did he die in the Dominican Republic, but he died fishing. Probably two things that he would have loved to die with, like a guitar or fishing. Brother from another mother, James was 66, yes. Hello, Cerise, what happened? May you have peace in your heart. He was C. Chisel. He was my neighbor for a couple of days. He played music. Nice dude. Who are you, C. Chisel? Sojourner. Oh. Brother from another mother. He was 66 years old. That's what we were saying tonight. You said that tonight to me, tonight, when we were at on Pedro Placente. You said to me that he's only 66, and he is. He was so young. A lot of you guys will know him. He was always on Pedro Placente with his pistola, his scooter. So guys, I just want to say, I'm feeling calm again. And I'm feeling, oh my gosh, now it's saying reconnecting on my end. I'm going to take that as a hint from James, just to say goodnight. But guys, thank you so much for everything. Oh, I also want to show you a painting that I got tonight here. Okay, hold on one second. Let me see. Just hold on one second. Don't go anywhere. I want to show you a painting that I got, and it's beautiful. And I'm going to like attribute it to the whole entire change that I'm feeling right now with losing a really good friend, a brother. And I'm going to use this as my theme piece for my live to airs. So I'm not going to have live to airs with just this in the background. I'm going to have like a background, something nice and pleasing to the eyes. So this is going to be my theme piece. Hold on one second, okay? I'm going to show you. Bear with me. So I bought this today. It's oil. And there's the side. And here's the next side. How beautiful is that? I love it. So that's going to be, well, when I bought it, the reason why I bought it was it was raining out and the guy brought it and there was rain right here. And it looked like she was crying. Rain coming down. And I was like, And then when I got it, it just dried. And I was like, I want this. You know, it's a strong woman that knows how to get things done. Look at that. So that's going to be my theme piece, my background theme piece. This is canvas right here. Canvas, oil. This is oil, not a print. Beautiful. And you know how much I paid for it today? 600 pesos, 12 bucks. Some of you who are watching this right now are probably like, why would you pay $12, Cerise? I could get that for 300 pesos. I know. 300 pesos is 6 bucks. And I know a lot of times you guys can hustle, but I didn't want to hustle today. I just wanted to buy this theme piece for my new background for my live to airs. Like, look at her skirt. You see how it has like different, you know? Look at it. Beautiful. Look at the flower. Look at her arm bracelets and her necklace. How gorgeous is that? Beautiful earrings, hat, style and grace. And gold. Gold represents beauty and peace and also health. So that's what I'm dealing with right now, guys. I'm just going to make a new creation and just chill out and get over this pain in my heart right now and turn it into positivity. That's what I think we all have to do when we have a little pain. Go through it, get our cry out, you know, like I am. I'm pretty sure I'm not finished with my cry because I still don't feel like I'm finished with my cry. I'm so surprised I'm actually crying this much, actually, because when I heard about it today, I was like, wow, okay. You know, I was like, let me go to El Bate and meet up with a couple of people. Went up and met up with a couple of people and chilled, but I don't know. It was just, I don't know. I just have more. I guess I have more to go through for this one. This one is a very special friend, like a brother, very much like a brother. And we laugh together, you know. This is my new journey in life. This is where I am right now. This is where I live right now. He's like my new family, you know. Like, it's like losing somebody who you've spoken to and you share with, you know. Nothing intimate. We had nothing intimate. So much, like, nothing physical intimacy, no, but emotional intimacy where we're like friends. That's what it was. And wow, man. Anyway, I just keep rolling over this now, and it's becoming crazy. I just should have told you guys exactly what I'm crying about. And this is it. My buddy, who's going to be very well missed by everybody who knew him. James Barrett, great musician. And again, I'm going to get a really good video done with him. Please go on Facebook right now, because I'm going to end this video, and go on Facebook right now and just look at like him singing. And you'll see that he was a really good singer, and you know, stuff like that, and playing the guitar and stuff like that. And I'm going to make a solid video about him. But I just want to say blesses to, you know, James, and blesses to Sean, and blesses to everybody. This is a small town here in Sosua, and when us expats are here and we really get to know each other and we all become family, it's tough. It's tough when we lose someone, especially when we get to know them, you know, the way we do. So I just want to say blesses, and I love you. Big blesses, huge hugs, and loads of love.